In the last 12 months, Kimberley has done 2 new launches with the Kruiswagen. So this Kruiswagen here, off-road again, so doing an off-road motorhome. We've gone and looked around at some of the other motorhomes, and the space in the windows and everything in that, we're really loving it and really excited about it. Any questions? Great opportunity to come and ask us questions and look through it here.
The launch of the Kruiswagen a year ago has been a huge success for us. Went a lot better than we ever gave it credit for. We knew there was always going to be a market because it's very, very different to anything that's built out there. We know we build it differently from what we've seen, totally different to anything in the US and definitely here in Australia. But that's because we've taken the DNA straight out of the caravan and what we've been doing at Kimberley for 30 years and put it into a Mercedes chassis. The only thing that happened in between was Mr. Mercedes turned the tap off on getting vehicles. We have a 12 to 14 month order book. Those customers that have units on order with us at the moment, we're extremely grateful for your business. We apologize profusely for the delay in getting vehicles. We're all geared up for it. We were geared up for it from October last year for delivery of the Mercedes, and it's just been delayed. Thank you very much for your patience. Anybody that hasn't seen the Kruiswagen, get a chance to take a look at it. Those that have them on order, we will actually give you the ability to build your own. So if you've taken a look at my little wooden Kruiswagen on the side there, you'll be getting one of those in the post shortly. Huge thanks to Adrian and Peter. They put a lot of faith in us building the first one as a production model. Traveled around Oz for a fair bit and gave us some really positive feedback.
I heard they come in silver.
They do.
Silver next year?
We are limited by what we can do. What we've decided is the 2 colours in the Kruiswagen for anybody that's interested. We do white and a silver, or it's actually like the Mercedes selenite grey. So there are some that are available depending on when you're ordering. If you give us enough time, then definitely, we'll get them in. We're pretty much at a 50-50 split at the moment. Once again, anybody that follows us on social media, on the caravan, you would have seen the sandy taupe color that we did. We put it out there on social media and in a bit of a survey, would anybody be interested in any other colors? And there was a resounding no. They all want the Kimberley standard black and white, which is reflective of where we're at. It's definitely safe. There's the resale value there. The Mercedes, we do find that's we've had a fair few people ask for other colors. We try and stick away from custom colors. It affects the resale value down the track if you get some sort of dodgy custom color. In the standard, we'll do it in the white, which is probably about 60-70% of our orders, or a selenite grey, which is a darker silver color. So the question is on the Kruiswagen, is any details on a GVM upgrade. So these units here, they come with a factory standard GVM upgrade of 4,100 kilos. We come in on the standard build of what we've got round about the 3,700 mark. 3,700 mark, 3.7 tons. That comes with all the gear that we're putting on it. That comes with the driver, that comes with a full fuel tank as a standard fuel tank. And it ends up giving you around about 150 kilos of payload for bits and pieces inside it. These are awesome vehicles for adding a whole lot of shit onto them. There's more accessories than you can shake a stick at that we can add onto them. What we're doing is for the standard build, which is the EcoScape, comes in around about that 2850 mark once we've got everything inside there. Yeah, 150 kilos of payload in it. We've been exploring very, very aggressively the ability to a GVM upgrade on these. It's not standardly available. By chatting to one of our existing customers who's head of Queensland AMBO services, put us in touch with somebody at Mr. Mercedes, who put us in touch with somebody in Germany, who put us in touch with somebody else in Germany. We're at a point where all the ambulances in Australia get a GVM upgrade. So that goes up to 250 kilos on the 41 whatever. So it's about 4340, an extra 250 kilos over and above. We've applied for it. It was a pretty dear process. We've lodged all of our drawings with the guys. We've then got to make sure it complies with what the Australian rules and regulations are. But we're pretty confident that we'll get that GVM upgrade. In fact, we'll get it before the units come out. There is a small cost to the GVM upgrade, but that then gives people a 400 kilo payload to mess around with. We've also revisited some of the options that we've got on them. So we're taking about 12 kilos out of the roof rack. We've taken about another 4 kilos out of some of the other gear that we've got inside in terms of around our cabinetry. We've got another 10 kilos out in the way we were doing the steps before, and we've just been revisiting some of those things as well. We've got about another 6 kilos out of the bike rack, and everything just adds up, giving you guys that bit more space. Honestly, I don't know how some of our competitors do it with the materials they do. We know we're using the lightest materials that are possibly available in it. I don't know how they're keeping under the weight. That's a question for them to answer, not me. I know what I've got to do legally. We're getting a GVM upgrade directly from Mercedes. It's not a second stage manufacturer issue.